Hello everyone, this is Deepa from Shankaran IAS Study Circle, Hyderabad. In this video, I'll be explaining about the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Hope you all are studying really good. All the very best for your examination. Let's start up with the schemes which are very important under this ministry. And there are actually many schemes which has been taken initiation under this particular ministry. But still, here I'm discussing only those schemes which are very important with respect to the examination, UPSC prelims, as well as the points, if at all you just in a position to analyze it in a better way, it will be useful for your mains examination as well. So there are programs like Soil Health Card Scheme, Chaman, Pradhan Mantri Krishi Vikas Yojana, Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, then Fasal Bima Yojana, Mera Gaon, Mera Gaurav. So such kinds of schemes are there. Let's start with each and every scheme which are very important in this particular ministry. So the first scheme I'll be explaining, or we will be learning today, it's Soil Health Card Scheme. What is the Soil Health Card Scheme? According to this, the soil of a particular farmland will be tested in the laboratories, and if at all in that particular soil is there any lack of nutrients, that will be suggested to add and grow a particular crop by the experts. In the laboratories it will be tested and they will give a card in which they'll measure this particular soil is lacking this, or this particular quality is this one, and the suggestions will be given to that particular farmers. So what are all the important points that has to be seen under this particular schemes are, actually this one was introduced for the first time or launched for the first time in Rajasthan in the year of 2015. It was started as a pilot project. Later on, it actually it launched in all other states. So in 2015, Rajasthan, that was a success with regard to soil health card. So after this, they started providing soil health cards in rest of the states. So that is important. This one is important, where it was started as a pilot project. In which year? That's important. And the later one is, I explained about it. The card informs the farmers about the nutrients and the soils along with the recommendations on appropriate dosage of the nutrients, as I explained you before itself. So one more point is very important. What is that? Each soil card, it will be issued once in 3 years. This is a very important point. The card will be issued once in 3 years for a particular farmland. So for 3 years, up till 3 years, they will see to that the nutrient has been added and the quality of the soil has been increased. If it is increased and it is doing and performing really well, then they'll issue a reissuing card after 3 years, and again they'll support with the same format of experts advices and the adding the nutrients and all those things for the farmers. So the first pass of the scheme is 2015 to 2017, whereas in the second pass it began from May 1st, 2017. So as of now, the first pass is completed. The second pass is running at the present time. So for the 2017 to 2017, it considered to be second pass. Right now, the soil health card scheme, it is there in the second pass. The scheme is being implemented in collaboration with the state government with 50-50% or 50-50 sharing of the funds. As I've told you in the previous year videos as well, there will be a kind of sharing between state government and central government. Here, the central government will be providing 50% of fund, and whereas the state government is supporting with the 50% of fund. So this is a 50-50 scheme that is implemented by the central government. The next one is Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. In the word itself, we will come to know about this is an insurance scheme. Insurance scheme against what? That is important. Against crop loss. Against crop loss. And one more important point here is it's a compulsory insurance scheme which has to be availed from the farmers who has taken the loan. For those who are not the loanee or who has not taken the loans, it is actually optional. Either they want to take it or they may not. So that is important. It is not compulsory for all the farmers. Only those farmers who have taken the loans from the government, they must have the insurance policy for their particular crop grown in their farmland. So that is important. I have mentioned here. Can you see here? Compulsory for the farmers, availing crop loss for notified crops in the notified areas. Voluntary for non-loanee farmers. It's voluntary. If they want to take it, they can. Otherwise, it need not be. What is the premium rate? There is no capping in the premium and one premium rate on pan-India basis. Okay. And here, this is very important. For Rabi crops, it is 1.5%. Then for Kharif, it is 2%. And for horticulture, it is 5% respectively. This is very important. The numbers are very important because it sometimes changes. So right now, it is 1.5% for Rabi crops, 2% for the Kharif crops, and horticulture, it's 5%. Once they've asked this question, so just have the glance about it. It is good to know the fact about that. When you're writing the examination of means, there you can utilize this point, okay? There is no upper limit on the government subsidy, that is the difference between premium and insurance charges paid by the farmers. Losses covered, non-preventable risk like natural fire, hailstorm, cyclone and inundation has also been included as a localized calamity. Post-harvested losses also covered. Actually, sometimes it so happens that the losses, because to get the insurance policy, there will be some misleading ideas that will be done. So, to avoid such kinds of things, government has enlisted some of the incidents which covers the insurance policy. What are those? Natural fire, hailstorm, cyclone and inundation, and as well as the post-harvest losses also covered. Okay, so this is about Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. So as of now, we covered two programs. One is Soil Health Card Scheme. The other one is Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. The next one is Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana. Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, it is a program which is launched to support the horticulture sector. So organic farming is going to be coming under this particular yojana. Organic Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, it related to organic farming. Hope these days you have come across in many states, especially northeastern states, like organic farmings are given more preference. All over India, this is supported by the government. Most of the times you have seen in the newspapers and advertisements. So this Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, it is related to organic farming. Products will be linked to with the market. Means, like, the person who is growing through this organic way, that particular farmer will be supported to market that particular product or that particular crop, whichever he has grown, and he will be supported in all the formats. So that is related to Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana. Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, it relates to organic farming. That is the thing that you have to keep it inside your mind. Okay, the next one is Electronic National Agriculture Market, ENAM. What is ENAM? Electronic National Agriculture Market. It is a pan-India electronic trading portal which networks the existing APMC mandis to create a unified national market for agriculture commodities. Okay. NAM is a virtual market, but it is connected to a physical market at the back end and promotes genuine price discovery. Sometimes it so happens that the farmer will be misled. He'll be misled by not giving the right price for his crop. So in this particular website, it's going to be useful for the farmer that what is the exact price in the market, and he will not be misled or misused by any third party. So for that, this e-NAM, it's going to help it out a lot. Funded by Agri Infrastructure Fund. This is important, which is set up through the small farmers. They'll purchase from the farmers and they will put the price. This will be a kind of a transparent business that will be done. Under this particular scheme, there will be a transparency where the farmer will get all the information where, how much and what he has gained. Okay. It is a central sector scheme. That is important. Whether it is a central sector scheme or the state sector scheme, this is very important. This is a particular central sector scheme, and e-NAM, it is related to, it is correlated, or it will be supporting the APMC market. Okay, that is important. And the license, what about the license? Like, the people who want to get the license to be active in this particular e-NAM, they'll be getting the liberal licensing policy or the liberal licensing for the traders, for the commission agents, and all those who are involved in this particular mandis, APMCs. So they'll be getting a liberal licensing. Okay, so that is all about e-NAM. The next one is a National Food Security Mission. It is launched to enhance the production of which are all the things that is covered under this. That is important: rice, wheat, pulses, coarse, cereals, and commercial crops also. RWPCCC, that is actually the crops such as cotton, jute, and sugarcane. What are the commercial crops here? It is under particular National Food Security Mission covered. Cotton, jute, and sugarcane. All these three are covered under this particular mission. The target is production of rice, wheat, and pulses would be increased by 10.84 million tons. Respectively, coarse cereals by 3 million tons. This is actually for your ideology I have mentioned. This is not that important. Funding. The funding is important. This is also a 50-50 sharing by the central government as well as the state government. 50 will be provided by the central government and the 50 will be provided by the state government. Food crops and 100% center funding for the cash crops. So this is about e-NAM. The next one is Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. What is this Krishi Sinchai? Krishi Sinchai, there itself it is there. Actually, this is related to water related program for the agriculture. What are the main objectives relating to this? Extending the coverage of irrigation, improving the water use efficiency, end-to-end solution on source creation, distribution, management, field application, and extension activities. Okay, 3R is main objectives. It is formulated by amalgamating ongoing schemes such as AIBP, Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, Integrated Watershed Management Program, Department of Land Resources, Ministry of Rural Development. Okay, these are all the points that you have to cover under this particular scheme. Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Okay, the next one is National Initiative on Climate Resilient Agriculture. Climate Resilient Agriculture. So the mega project has three main objectives or major objectives of strategic research, technology, demonstration, and capacity building. What are those? Strategic research, technology is the second point, technology demonstration, and the third one is capacity building. Okay. The next one is, it was launched by Indian Council of Agriculture Research, ICAR. It aims to make farmers self-reliant by use of climate resilient agriculture technologies and management of natural man-made resources for sustaining agriculture in the era of climate change. Sometimes it so happens that farmers are actually won't be having any idea about the climatic conditions or the change in the climatic phenomena. So this program, or under this, the initiation has been taken by the government to help out the farmers to get the ideas relating to the climatic conditions and provide them the necessity information. So under this, that will be provided. Okay, the next one is Krishi Vigyan Kendras. Krishi Vigyan Kendras are related to agriculture extension centers created by ICAR to provide various of farm support to the agriculture sector. Okay, it is created to serve a single window mechanism for addressing the technology needs of farmers and acts as a link among researchers, extension functionaries like NGOs and farmers. This is a kind of a link among those who are involved in that particular Krishi Vikas Yojana or Krishi Vigyan Kendras. In this particular Kendras, there will be discussions to improvise or maximize the production level in the field of agriculture. Okay. So, KVK operates under the administrative control of state agriculture universities. State agriculture universities and central institutes will be giving the support for KVK operators. Mera Gaon, Mera Gaurav. This scheme envisages scientists to select villages to provide information to the farmers on technical and other related aspects. It is very simple. Mera Gaon, Mera Gaurav. But actually, you have to be very careful that whether this Mera Gaon, Mera Gaurav, is it related to agriculture or the Darwaza Bandh campaigns. There are so many campaigns which are happening in these days. So you have to be very careful that this particular program, it comes under Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. Here under this program, the scientists will be selecting a particular village, and that particular scientist will be suggesting those farmers the soil quantities and the climatic conditions, and he'll be explaining what are all the right things that a farmer has to do to get a very good crop in his farmland. So such things will be supported by the scientists under this Mera Gaon, Mera Gaurav. They will be providing the villages to select that village and to improvise the farmlands in that particular village. And the next one is Raftar, Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. Under this Raftar is there. What is Raftar? What is the full form for Raftar? Remunerative approaches for agriculture and allied sector rejuvenation for 3 years, that is 2017-18 to 2019-20. Okay. So, remunerative approaches for agriculture and allied sector rejuvenation is called as Raftar, and this is for the 3 years term from 2017 till 2020. This scheme will incentivize the states in enhancing more allocation to agriculture and allied sectors to achieve 4% growth rate. It will provide considerable flexibility and autonomy to states in planning and executing programs for investment in agriculture and allied sector. This is important. There is actually 60 and 40% share. 60 central governments and 40% is government. And if in case of Himalayan states and as well as northeastern states, the government will take over 90% of its responsibility, whereas the 10% will be provided for those regions, states. That's about Raftar. The next one is the sub-schemes under this are bringing green revolution to Eastern India, additional fodder development program, Saffron Mission, crop diversification program. Saffron Mission, it is there in Himalayan region. You have to remember all these things because which are all the schemes that is coming under sub-schemes which are coming under Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. So that one, it is very, very important. Okay. So the next one is Project Chaman. What is this Project Chaman is all about? Chaman. It is a pioneer project to provide strategic development to the horticulture sector so as to increase the farmers' income. This project is being implemented by National Crop Forecast Center using remote sense technology and is likely to be completed by the end of March 2018 in all the states. This was the aim that the government was having. Okay. So the next one is Mission Fingerling. Mission Fingerling, it relates to fish production. So fingerling, fish production. Okay. So Mission Fingerling, it relates to mission relating to the fish production. That is also called as Blue Revolution. What is the aim that is the government having? By 2021, there should be increase in the fish production. Under this particular mission, the government has planned to improvise or increase the fish production level. Okay. Under this, the potential states will be identified to strengthen the fish seed infrastructure and facilitate the establishment of hatcheries and fingerling rearing ponds. So, my dear friends, this is about Ministry of Farmers Welfare and Agriculture. Hope this is very informative for you. In my next video, I'll be doing the other ministry. Please do watch the videos and study really well. All the very best for your examination. Do well. Thank you so much. And please do watch my next videos and subscribe it. Thank you.